Welcome back, dear students. In today's video, we are going to complete the Animal Kingdom chapter in few minutes with simple tricks, diagrams, and important net points. If you understand this video properly, you will be able to solve most of the Animal Kingdom MCQs easily. So let's begin with the simple basis of classification in animals. Why is a starfish classified differently from a cockroach? Why do human belongs to the same kingdom as insects and worms? In this video, we will understand how scientists classified animals into different groups and learn the entire animal kingdom chapter in just very simple few tricks and simple few points. So coming to the animal kingdom, in earth there are 1.7 to 1.8 million known species are present in the world. Till now only known species are this much, unknown are so many there. We need not to learn all these million species in our NEET or any other competitive exam purpose. We just need to focus on the few basis, how the organisms has been classified, how the animals has been classified, on what basis they has been classified. So we have to learn about the animal kingdom. So in this video we'll be seeing the basic features on which they has been classified. For example, based on level of organization they has been classified: symmetry, germ layers, coelom, segmentation, and notochord. So these are the main basic criteria on which the animal kingdoms has been classified. So coming to the phylums, so it begins from porifera, it ends through chordata. Primitive to the most advanced characteristic features organisms belong to the chordata. So whenever we will be studying any classification, from simplest to the most complex organisms we will be studying. From lowest to the higher organization or higher organisms we will be studying. So here porifera is the first phylum, then coming to the Cnidaria, then Platyhelminthes, then Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Chordata. So this is a basic classification, the order of classification. For better understanding, animals has been classified into different phyla. Scientists grouped them into a major categories based on the body structure, level of organization, symmetry, germ layers, coelom, sedimentation, notochord, etc. See, humans also belongs to animal kingdom, isn't it or not? But humans are very complex animal. To understand how animals evolved, scientists classified animals from simplest to the complex. For example, simple is nothing but porifera. Simplest organisms are nothing but poriferans, and complex organs, if we see, they are nothing but chordates. So from simplest to the complex, the order increases and the complexity is also increases. So that is most important. According to the NEET point, we need to remember this order compulsory. These organisms belong to first phylum in animal kingdom, that is porifera. Then moving to the forward, coming to metazoans. Metazoans are nothing but the multicellular organism. M stands for metazoan and M stands for multicellular organism. So we can just identify. Then coming to the cell. Whatever the cells present in our body, they show the division of labor. Then coming to the cell forms, tissues, and organ. What do you mean by cell form, tissues? Cell is a basic unit of an organism. These, the cells which is having common function and origin, they form tissues. The tissues grouped together and form organ. Then this forms organ system, then complete organism. We all know about it. So whatever the metazoans are present, they are mostly heterotrophic, like they are showing the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, that is nothing but they depend upon the other organism for food purpose, and they are capable of movement. Mostly the organisms belongs to the metazoans. They show the movement. They can move from one place to another place. They are of two types, protozoa and metazoa. So in case of protozoa, their cell count, the cell number will be unicellular. Only a single cell is present over here, whereas in multicellular many cells are present. Then coming to the organization, here a single cell perform all the functions. Whatever the single cell is there in this organism, they perform all the functions. For example, we can take it as an amoeba. Then coming to the multicellular organisms which belong to the metazoa category, they have specialized cells. An example we can include here is human and insect. In short, protozoa are single celled animals. Coming to the metazoa, they are multi-celled organisms or animals. Here in protozoa example, porifera we can take, and here no true tissues are present. But coming to the metazoa, these are the examples: sponges, hydra, earthworm, cockroaches, starfish, humans, etc. And here true tissues present, and they include all other different phyla examples also. As we discussed about metazoans, then coming to the basis for classification or basic of classification of animal kingdom into different phyla. So level of organization is the very first category. Here organisms, how they has been categorized, we are discussing. So cellular level of organization. In these cellular level of organization, organisms cell is loosely aggregated. The loose aggregation cells are present. Example, sponges belongs to the Porifera phylum. And tissue level of organization. Cell is the basic unit of an organism. Without a cell, we can't say an organism has living. Exception case is the virus. When it is present outside the body, we are saying it has non-living. But when it enters into the body, we are saying it has living only. Then coming to these cells which have common function, which has been originated from common place. Then these together grouped into form a tissue. So that tissues organisms, we are calling it as tissue level of organization. Example is coelentrates, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, etc. we can call it. Then coming to the organ level, here the tissues which is performing similar function, they are grouped into organs. Each organ here having particular function. For example, platyhelminthes. Organ level of organization has been started from the platyhelminthes. Before the platyhelminthes, still coelentrates. Tissue level of organization is to be there. A question they may ask, from which phylum organ level of organization has been started. So from platyhelminthes it has been started. Coming to the organ system level of organization, here different organs work together to perform a specific function in the body. So whatever the organs are present, the different organs work together in order to perform a specific function. But for example, I can give heart, which is present in our body. Even blood vessels are present, arteries, veins and capillaries, etc. So heart is a circulatory organ and blood vessels are also present. So both together form a circulatory system. So different things are performing a similar function, a particular function in the body. So that system we are calling it a circulatory system. It is an example for organ system level of organization. Coming to organs, they are associated to perform special functions or special functional system in our body. So each system is concerned with the specific physiological function. For example, I can give digestive system. See, digestive system is divided into two types. Organisms here also based on the organ system level of organization, they has been categorized into two types: incomplete and complete digestive system. Incomplete digestive system is nothing but only one opening is present, and that one opening we are calling it as blind spot. Here the one opening is act as both mouth and anus. But in case of complete digestive system tract, two openings are present. One opening is mouth and second opening is anus. For example, see, this is an organism. Here opening is present. This is an opening to enter the food, and this is the same opening through which it can move out. For example, a house has a single door. We can go in through this door only and we can move out from this door only. But an organism having two openings. One opening is mouth to enter the food, and next one is excreta, whatever the waste material is there, that will enter out. That is nothing but anus. For example, a house is having a front door and back door. So if you are entering from this, you can move out from this door. So two openings in case of complete digestive system. One more example for better understanding, we can take circulatory system. Open type of circulatory system and closed type of circulatory system. So in open type of circulatory system, whatever the blood is present, that can be pumped out of the heart, and the cells and tissues are directly pathed into it. Compared to closed type of circulatory system, here blood vessels are present. Whatever the blood is present, that circulated through a series of blood vessels. It won't move in the cavities or sinuses. Here it will move directly into the cavities or sinuses. They can bathe in it. But here that doesn't occur. It will move through a series of vessels. And here examples we can take it as blood vessels are arteries, veins and capillaries. This is about the circulatory system. There are two types of circulatory system, open and closed. Digestive system also incomplete and complete. Incomplete means obviously that is not complete. Incomplete, only one opening is present, blind sac we are calling it as two openings, mouth and anus. As we discussed about the basic characteristic features of classification of animal kingdom, now further we'll be dealing with the each phylum in detail. What are the characteristic features are present in each phylum? So in biology, classification means organization, which is nothing but living organisms has been classified or grouped into different categories based on similarities and differences. Biological classification is nothing but grouping an organisms into different levels such as kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, etc. Among these, phylum is the major important category used to group organisms that can share the same basic body plan and important characteristic features. So the main phyla of animal kingdom and their points we will discuss here. Now, coming to the most simplest phylum, that is Porifera. By the name itself, we can understand that Porifera is nothing but pore-bearing organism, where the body is full of pores. That pores we are calling it as an ostia. Coming to the habitat, they are mostly marine. Coming to the symmetry, they show asymmetric condition. Why we are saying it has an asymmetric condition means if we divide that organism, it cannot divide into equal parts. That's why we are saying it as an asymmetric condition. Then coming to the multicellular level, it shows cellular level of organization, that is loose cell aggregations are present. So these cells doesn't form group into tissues. That's why we are saying it has a cellular level of organization and many cells are present, so multicellular. Digestion occurs through intracellular. Intracellular digestion occurs in poriferans. Water canal system is the main important characteristic features of poriferans, which is present in porifera only, whereas water vascular system is present in echinodermata. Coming to the skeleton system, it is made up of spicules and sponges. Reproduction occurs through two methods, asexual as well as sexual method. Asexual examples fragmentation, gemmules, budding. Here sexual reproduction occurs. Fertilization is internal, development is indirect, sexes are not separate, so we are calling it as hermaphrodite, monoecious and bisexual. If you want to remember, H stands for Hyderabad, M stands for Mehendipatnam and B stands for any Barkatpura or any area which starts with B. You remember all these comes under south states. So not S stands for south, H stands for Hyderabad, M stands for anything. Till now we discussed about the characteristic features of poriferans. So how to remember these? 10-second revision trick is there. Coming to the pore, sponge. Poriferans bear pore on their body, so that's why we can remember pore easily. And sponge is an example of poriferans, so we can remember this as well. P stands for pores, O stands for osculum, R stands for rarely radial symmetry. Only one organism, that is calcareous sponge, shows the radial symmetry. Other than this, they all show the asymmetric body conditions. E stands for endoskeleton. Endoskeleton system is made up of spicules and sponges. As we all know, body is made up of pores. So P stands for pores. That pores we are calling it as an ostia. O, osculum. Osculum is present. See, water, whatever the surrounding water is present, it will enter into the body through the ostia and it will exit through osculum. It acts as an exit door and it has an entry door. So by this we can remember. Then coming to the S, spongocele. Spongocele is present inside the body of the sponges. Then P stands for porous body. We all know the entire body is made up of pores. O stands for ostia, entry gate I said in the beginning. It is an entry gate. No, N stands for no tissues. It is a cellular level of organization. It doesn't show tissue level of organization. So O stands for no, N stands for no tissues. G stands for gemmules, fragmentation and budding. These all are asexual reproduction types. Then coming to the E, examples, cycon and spongula are the examples. Even we can take Euspongia as an example. So this is the 10. And that wraps up Porifera, the simplest multicellular animal. In our next episode of Dive in Bio with Ashwarya, we will continue our journey through the remaining animal phylums. So stay tuned and keep exploring the wonders in biology. And I hope you people will follow, subscribe my channel, Dive in Bio with Ashwarya. Thank you.